Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage. Tonight I'm out by the fuel shed and the tank on the truck is running low, so I gotta get a batch going and get on it pronto. So we've got to move some oil around. My gravity tank is empty. I gotta get the centrifuge cleaned out because it is looking a little worse for wear down in there. So yeah, got a little bit of work to do before we can run a batch, so let's get after it. First up, I need to go on and pull the rotor out of the centrifuge. Get this O-ring out of the way. And yeah, that is caked on there pretty heavy. So we need to get it scraped out, get it degreased and washed out. And then we'll get some oil moved around. But first off, let's go on and get this pulled apart. And just like that, as you might be able to see, there is some crayon-esque material on the inside of that bowl. And let's see if we can see how thick that is. Oh yeah, it's a good ½ inch thick in there. So we need to get all that scraped out, get this hosed down with some degreaser, hosed off. I'm not going to put it in the ultrasonic because this will destroy my cleaning fluid, and I kind of want to keep that clean. So I got some carburetors to clean up, but we'll get this cleaned up first, get it thrown back in here, and we'll move on to filling up that tank. A box here just to kind of contain the muck. Cheap plastic spoon, as you've seen me do, but this is what we're dealing with. Crayon-like consistency, thick nastiness. Just you can see down in there and see how deep that material is. I'd say close to ½ inch, if not more. But we're gonna scrape as much of this out as we can. And this was from one batch. And this oil had been sitting for quite a while. So we're getting a lot of material out of the oil with this, how we've been doing this. I believe this was 3 passes, like always, 5 gallons per hour at 180 degrees. And this was the oil we ran straight. So after I got done processing this, we didn't use any thinner in it. And yeah, ran fantastic. But when I get this cleaned out or scraped out, I'll show you what you guys are missing when you're not using the centrifuge. We got most of the heavy, thick stuff off the walls. So, yeah. That is what your filters aren't pulling out. So, might double think that. But, anywho, I'm going to spray this down with some super clean, let it sit, and hose it off. We should be good to go. Let that sit for a little bit and give it a little scrub, and should be good to go. We'll see. And there we go. Wasn't looking for spotless, but we are a far sight better than we were. Got it hosed out, cleaned off fairly well. We'll go on and slap this back in the centrifuge and get it ready to run. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me how I set this bowl. It is dropped all the way in there. The collets are in the center. So all I'm gonna do is lift the bowl up about 1/4 inch or so and snug it down with the impact. You can use a 1/2 inch ratchet or whatever. It doesn't have to be super tight, just snug it down. And then you're looking for the bowl's gonna pull down a little bit as the collet tightens up. You're looking for about an 1/8 inch of gap underneath the bowl to the inner separator ring. So yeah, once you snug it up, just make sure it spins freely, there's no contact, and you're good to go. Not sure if you can see from that angle, but we're gonna lift up on the bowl just a little bit. Couple taps, spin it around. You can feel underneath it, underneath the lip on the side of the bowl, you're wanting to feel about an 1/8 inch gap there. If you don't feel it, back it off, lift it up a little bit more. Lift it up a little bit more. Hit it down. Give it a good spin. As long as you feel a good air gap there, you're good to go. So I got the O-ring back in the groove. All that's left now is to slide the lid on, clamp it down, and it's good to run. Now, this batch was really dirty. I'm kind of surprised at how much material was in the bowl. But yeah, it was dry, as you could tell. There wasn't a lot of moisture in the oil, so oil was just particularly dirty for some reason. But it ran great in the truck at 100%, mind you. No thinner or anything. But it is starting to get cool out. We are in early September now, so we got mornings down in the 50s. So I will be adding thinner to this batch. I don't want a chance having issues getting the truck back and forth to work. But yeah, I'll get the lid snapped down, and we'll go on and get this drum filled up, and we'll be ready to run. We got our tank filled up, so I'm gonna go on and spin up the centrifuge. I'm gonna go on and open our main feed. We're set up to 180-ish, if I remember correctly. Leave that valve closed so we can determine flow. Yeah, we'll let her get going. We got 3 passes to run through, and we'll be good to go. And our oil is flowing. About a pencil-sized stream is all I'm looking for. We eyeball it. That's 5 gallons an hour, approximately. And that's it. We let it run. We'll let this run through tonight, and I'll pump it back up to the top, run it through again tomorrow, and if I've got time, maybe 2 batches or 2 runs tomorrow. That's pretty well going to wrap this one up. We should have 50 to 55 gallons of fuel ready to go here in a couple days, and we'll be set for a couple weeks. But yeah, I'll have to mix in gasoline with this batch, 5-ish gallons, something like that. And we'll mix it up and be good. With that said, if you got any comments, questions, complaints, drop them in the comment section below. I try to answer those as quickly as I can. I read everybody's comments. So yeah, if you got any questions or want to see anything, any content on something specific when it comes to this stuff, just ask and I'll do what I can. If you would, hit that thumbs up button. Helps us out quite a bit and doesn't cost you anything. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching.